So okay, let's pivot over here to some NBA talk. So Victor Wembanyama, is it safe to say he's running away with the Rookie of the Year award?
Yeah, he's definitely rookie of the year. He's shown me a lot, man. He's got some dog in him. Like and honestly, man, if Coach Pop, I don't know if he getting senile or what, but if he would have played uh, a real point guard with him at the beginning of the year, um, we would have had Jones starting at point guard instead of having their power forward play point guard. Then honestly, Wemby might have even put up better numbers because as soon as they switched out and had Tyrus Jones actually play point guard, then Wemby's been able to like actually dominate and get the ball in his hands. Do you see he was pulling up, hitting logo threes at the end of the game the other night?
I didn't see that, but damn.
Bruh, he's 7'3", 7'4", whatever he is. Whatever looking Gumby just pulling up logo threes on people. Then matching around with 4 or 5 blocks. Man, it's crazy. Um, but yeah,
They,
Wemby,
yeah,
he's had a good season.
it's crazy. So averaging, so he's averaging 28 minutes a game right now. It's 20.7 points, 10 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 3.3 blocks per game. That is a ridiculous number. And that's only averaging 28 minutes per game.
Yeah, and he didn't get hurt. And, like you know
That's
what I'm saying?
that's a big thing.
People talk about his frame. I mean, and even looking at him and Chet, those are the two leaders for rookie of the year. Both of them are slender in frame, but both of them look like they've been working on their bodies and make sure they're strong enough to last the season. But man, they look crazy out there, like aliens out there just
Bro,
dropping
it's
bombs,
ridiculous.
blocking shots. It's good for
Can,
the game.
can handle the ball, shoot, and do what they're supposed to do on defense as a man their size, is swatting
Yeah,
the ball.
yeah. There's too many tall, skinny dudes that play no defense, but both of those guys are erasing shots the whole game. But and Wimby's just killing people down low. So shout out to Wimby, man. Great rookie season.
And like you said, they haven't suffered significant injuries this year. You look at the bulk of the NBA, which I've been seeing or I've noticed, other than Joel Embiid, I can't tell you a guy that suffered a significant injury. Like not, you can get an injury, but who's missed a lot of time? Shit, other than Bradley Bill, who has something else every other week. But what do
Um,
you feel like is a change for this season thus far as these guys not missing a lot of time due to big time injuries?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say because ever since the NBA, this thing where we're holding people accountable for playing their games, not missing time. I guess guys are pushing through. Um, Kawhi's healthy. Uh,
Yes.
PG's missed some significant time. I guess Trey Young just broke a finger on his hand or something like that, so he's missing time. But other than that, like people been playing games. Oh, Julius Randle
He's been
is
out.
out. He's been out. But I mean, this season has been a pretty smooth, knock on wood, season for most of the stars in the NBA. It's been smooth for everybody except for Golden State today when they got drugs. So it was crazy,
Yo,
man.
so I was working and I got the alert from Bleacher Report saying, "Oh, they're losing by 52 right now." Steve Kerr sits all his starters, bro. What the hell? How? How does that even? Like, bro, how?
But
What?
here's the thing: Boston's defense is top tier defense when they decide to play defense. They have two wings that can attack like anybody on the ball, guard anybody. Porzingis, people sleep on Porzingis, who actually plays defense as a stretch five. And then they got a bunch of dogs. Oh, and then matter of fact, they have probably one of the best. They have the best perimeter guard in the Eastern Conference that they fleeced basically from the Milwaukee Bucks. So
that is absurd to me. Who the hell let them get Drew Holiday?
that is dumb, bro. But then you still have Derek White, who is still another one of the top defensive guards in the in the NBA, honestly. So you have 4 guys who can attack anybody with the ball. That is dumb, bro. Like, I don't even understand how Milwaukee, like, I get it, you got Dame, but then you let go of Drew, who is the dude that's gonna guard Dame.
Right.
That makes no sense. So you got Dame, but you have the Dame equalizer because the guy can guard Dame, or at least make it harder for Dame. Because I mean, nobody can really guard Dame, but Drew is pretty capable. So I'm not a Boston fan, but
it's like, all right, we're gonna let our guy go. The best defender we have for this guy. Oh, he's gonna go to our rival team in the conference. Okay, that makes sense. But apparently, the Bucks have been playing pretty good in the last 5 games. They're on the 5-game win streak right now. Man, you feel like they finally getting some things together a little bit? Because I mean, they're second in the East, but it's been a story with them all season. They had a good record, fired their coach. It's something there is just not rocking right. Like, it's just you shake the little metal ball on the inside, it's still like, it's not firm. It's not firm quite yet.
Do you think they can beat Boston?
Okay. They can play interior defense. They're not going to have much perimeter defense.
Their defense has sucked. Interior defense has sucked this season too.
They
should have even kept Robin Lopez too. I mean, that was dumb. It was just dumb getting rid of Robin too, because he's not as good as Brooke, but you still need size. You still need. I don't know what they were doing. I mean, I know.
Can they beat Boston? I mean, you look at the overall team, but then you look at the 2 top players on each team. You got Giannis and Dame, and you have Jalen and Jason. I believe they can. Will they? I don't think so.
Their role players aren't good enough anymore because Vecino is who plays for the Knicks, who's balling out for New York right now. And you forget about how many points that is off the bench, and he played defense too. So then Chris Middleton is hurt. I mean, I'm not saying that he's. I'm not.
Hey, look, I forgot all about Chris Middleton. Hey, exactly. Look right there. I forgot all about Chris Middleton. That says enough for itself.
I mean, they don't have what Boston got. And I'm not a Boston fan, so I'm a Lakers fan. So I don't even feel good about saying. And then Tatum, who like we all forget about how good Jason Tatum is, who is really a top 3 talent in the NBA. Like, he's probably the most slept on player in the league. Jaylen Brown is probably the top 2-3 two-way player in the league. And last year I was like, I need to trade him. This year I'm like, I was crazy because watching Jaylen Brown actually be able to work with Jason Tatum is crazy. But we'll see when playoffs start, because that's usually when the problems start with him. So
yeah. It's just it becomes a different game, and it's like they're not. It's like they got it, but they're not built together for that, But we say that, but you think of it. They've made it to the Eastern Conference semis all these years. They even made it to the finals one year. They lost to the Warriors. It's not like they're not having this It's not like they're not having postseason success. It's just like they're not having the postseason success that we're expecting from them.
When you have those 3 players on the team, though, if you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then you have Porzingis, man. If you're not winning a
Okay,
title,
right. If now you're looking at it, it's like, all right, guys, this is the year that it's like this that other stuff losing to Miami that can't happen now. That won't happen. Like I
well,
just
really,
don't think that won't happen. That won't happen.
the thing with Miami, man, we all know this. It really doesn't matter with them as long as if Miami can get into the top 6 seed and make it to the playoffs and be decently healthy, they can upset anybody. And then having the only teams, 2 teams in the East, I really think that can upset Boston are a healthy New York Knicks team, just because they're so physical, and you know how the Celtics, they're not a real physical team. Like if you're hitting Tatum and Brown when they're coming down the court, you see how they get frustrated. And then Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. You got Jimmy Butler. Then they added Terry Rozier, who's another dog. And then you got Bam, who's a dog. They got a team full of dogs. And then you got what's my boy, the rookie that's from Miami.
Oh, Jamie Jacquez Jr.
Yeah, you know his nickname, right?
What is it?
They call him Juan Wick.
Juan. Nah, I hadn't heard that one, but I like it.
Yeah, they call him man Juan Wick. So I think the Miami Heat, honest, and because they're the best coach team in the NBA. Like you used to say it was Pop, but I mean nobody does more with less than Spo. So the Miami Heat will be ready, and people are probably low key afraid of those matchups, man. So they better hope that they don't Miami in like the first or second round.
They're gonna be ready to knock them off. All right, and before we close the show here, you already know we gotta head out west real quick. And man, it's just watching that game the other night with the Nuggets and the Lakers, or I think that was last night. Jokic and Jamal are just better at getting those shots in the crunch time than LeBron and AD are. I mean, Jokic just makes it easy. He makes it so easy. He hits the dribble move, spins on his pivot, puts the body on you, hook shot. You know, that's a high percentage shot, or he's dumping it down low to an Aaron Gordon, cutting it to the dunker spot for the Yam. Then Jamal Murray, dude, he just that mid-range fadeaway, just creating that shot right there. It goes in.
Oh yeah, he ain't been an all-star yet. There's a travesty. But then here's the thing too, man. We can't forget about the Lakers. Your best player on your team can't be 40 years old, man. Like, and then we talk about AD, and that's just we talk about AD. LeBron and AD's had some monster games this season. He's had some monster games, but everybody still knows LeBron is the best player on the team.
Oh yeah,
I can't be AD and LeBron is the best player on the team, because there's no way the Lakers are gonna win a championship if LeBron is the best player on their team. Not to take anything away from LeBron, but there's no way the Lakers are gonna win a championship.
So
LeBron is the best player on your team.
But I mean, that's the case, but it's like, okay. But like I said, it's the crunch time, that crunch time situation, specifically against the Nuggets, like what we seen last year. Those games were close. I mean, they lost them all. I mean, they lost all of them. They got swept, but the games were close. What? So I noticed Ham Turkey. He had Cam Reddish out there hooping. I mean, Cam Reddish, I mean, he's an athlete, but he doesn't give you much on offense. I mean, what can the Lakers do better in crunch time to just improve their odds against winning against a team like the Nuggets? Like, what could they do better in late game situations?
Yeah, get some more free agents, because they're not going to do nothing better. They don't have the talent. I mean,
they don't have the shooting.
They don't have the shooting. what's my man? I was listening to Gilbert Arenas go off, and he had a really good point. The Lakers are built like a early 2000s NBA team.
That's so true.
I'm not going to steal Gilbert Arenas' take because it's an amazing take. They are built like an early 2000s NBA team. Like if this was like 2003, the Lakers would be amazing. They would win 65 games this season, but there's no shooting. There's nobody to really stretch the floor for them. Rui is good when he needs to be, but that's not who you should have as your shooter.
Right. Exactly.
AR-15 is probably the only one you got that's out there that's consistently shooting.
D'Lo's been having arguably the best season of his career.
But D'Lo again is what
he's not enough.
He's a streaky point guard shooter. Again, it sounds like is 2003 out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the point guard to get hot and put up some numbers, and then you got AD who is best in the post, but he's not physical enough half the time, and then the other times he's just floating around out to the 3-point line. He doesn't have that crazy mid-range game that he never really developed, like this crazy mid-range game to free him up. And him and LeBron, unless LeBron shooting those 7 threes that he randomly shoots,
he's not going to do that often, you know.
Right? But when he's not, him and AD are occupying the same space in the game. If you look, they're both clogging the paint. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just laughing at the 2000s jokes because it's so true. It's so true.
They're just built funny. The team is built funny, and not that they don't have talent. It's just it's a hodgepodge. Like Cam Reddish, Cam Reddish would be like Richard Jefferson on a team. You know what I'm saying? and that's no knock against Richard Jefferson. Yeah. Richard Jefferson in the early mid 2000s was a beast, like as athletic as he was, and then being able to hit like timely 3-pointers, like that was what they needed during that time. That's Cam Reddish. There's no knock on Richard Jefferson because that dude was a baller. Like, but that is what the Lakers are built like. The Lakers are built like the 2002 New Jersey Nets with like Vince Carter and Kenyon Martin and like real like athletic baller dudes. Like great players, great like Jason Kidd, great point guard, great team, but not in the right era. You know,
some boys in the wrong multiverse.
Strange coming, taking it to the multiverse through a team with freaking a different commissioner with David Stern out there, then they're gonna win the title. But I don't know. I don't see it.
Okay.
Like
what's up?
The 2003 Lakers, like, you know, like Kobe and Shaq. That's what kind of style they are.
Right. Boys lost in the time. All right. That's about time for us. You got anything else for us on We the Champs?
Nah, man. Just gonna let everybody know. Just stay tuned, and it's that time of the year. We got to start talking some MLB coming up soon.
Yes, I'm always so excited about MLB season.
Yeah, I know you are, man. We'll talk about a little MLB coming up. I mean, Dodgers are looking crazy right now. Maybe your pinstripe boys will be back. We'll see.
We'll see. I hope they do something.
Yeah, we'll see. But right now it's a good time of the year.
All right. Well, good stuff, Paul. And guys, that wraps it up for this edition of We the Champs. We appreciate you tuning in. Definitely come back. Before you head out, remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share. We the champs. We out. Appreciate you.